Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Got Mr. Zig here with us today, and we are going to be going over a little bit of politics in Washington, D.C. and the mess that it's in. How are you, Zig?
I'm doing great. Thomas, how you doing, buddy?
Welcome to the channel, and we're going to take a look at Washington, D.C. and Congress and the mess that's going on there. I mean, this is just unbelievable of the things that are getting done, and actually the lack of things that are getting done in Washington D.C. with the Congress. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say there's not much getting done. I
Nothing.
mean, it's really a shame, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in the greatest country on the planet, and the infighting is incredible every night. Everybody draws a line in the sand, and they're both against each other. And I just can't understand why people can't work together. It's hard for me to understand that.
I mean, and especially when you live in a country where freedom of speech is, but today, I mean, the Democrats want freedom of speech. They don't want to give Republicans freedom of speech. And Republicans, I mean, the ones that are in Washington D.C. right now are nothing but rhinos. That's all we have to represent us is rhinos.
Well, I agree, but it's up to us to vote in November.
Yeah.
If you don't like somebody, vote them out.
Right.
If you want to keep somebody in there, vote them in.
Right.
The bottom line is you got to vote.
Got
It's
to.
simple as can be. We had a local election here in March, and I think we had 20% of
20%.
registered voters vote.
Right.
And that blows my mind that people can't take the 5 minutes to go to the ballot box.
Right.
And you can even mail it in these days.
Yeah.
You can vote early.
Yeah.
And these are the people who are making the decisions to raise taxes, raise property taxes, take money out of your paycheck every week.
Yep.
And why you can't take the time to go vote them in or vote them out.
Right.
I mean, but to just sit on the sideline and just
Yeah.
say, well, I didn't vote today.
Right. And
well,
local.
Then obviously you don't care.
Right.
You don't care that people
Right.
raise your taxes.
Right.
And do whatever they want with your tax money.
Right.
So I can get upset about this, but
It's
if you're not
compassion,
going
I
to
tell you.
yes,
Yeah.
if you can't take the 2 minutes, it's real easy to vote. My
Right.
God, they make it really easy. I mean, I think we're making it harder than it really is. But if
Right.
you ain't got the time in your day to do it, I can't help you.
Right.
I am.
Right.
And I know it's
there's no
odd.
help
I
for you.
know the oddest thing to me is
Right.
we vote on a Tuesday between 6 and 6 or 7 and 7. 7
Right.
in the morning, 7 at night.
Right.
And I know a lot of people work during the day and can't get away, which personally, I think we should vote on the weekends.
Right.
Maybe a 3
Yeah.
day, maybe a Saturday and Sunday where
Right.
you have time to go and get it done. I know there's a lot of work involved to have ballots
Right.
Saturday and Sunday, but hell, they could set up the damn thing in Walmart and
Right.
have people come by and vote. You know how many people in Walmart on the weekend, for Christ's sake?
Right.
But
Yeah. I mean,
nowhere they put up voting booths in churches and in schools, and I'm like, well, hell, there's two damn places a lot of people don't go
Right.
anymore.
Right.
But it just irritates me that people can't take the time to vote.
Right.
I just
and
don't know.
two, I mean, some places and some people, especially the Republican side, says you just can't vote anywhere. I mean, you have corruption and cheating stuff going on, and on the Democrat side, they'll say, well, if you have ID, then that's racist, so can't have anybody with an ID. I mean, it's just a sorry ass affair that is going on. I mean, I look at Washington D.C. and I feel like it is a pro wrestling match. I mean, you got the Republicans that is the good announcer that says, look, Joe Biden is corrupt and he's stealing money and he's being bribed and look. I mean, and the Democrats say, no, we don't see nothing. There's nothing going on here. There's nothing. We don't see nothing. What are you talking about? And look, Hunter Biden. Here's Hunter. Look at what Hunter's doing. And all of the corruption shows that Hunter Biden and Joe Biden are in bed together. And Joe is the the big guy. Look at this, and the Democrats are saying, "What are you talking about? I don't see nothing." You
Yeah,
know,
I agree.
to me, it's like the Democrats have their motto is win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Where they're really good at it.
Then they are
They're
really, really good at
They
it.
know how to win elections.
Yes,
They really do. However they're getting it done, they're getting it done.
right.
And
And
I mean, we've seen the polls, and Donald Trump is a little bit ahead of
right,
Joe Biden. But you look at inflation. It
right,
was 9% earlier this year,
right.
and they're bragging about it coming down. Well,
Yeah,
it just went up last month, another
right.
3%.
Yeah,
So, I'm not sure what they're standing on, and it's the same people who are running the country. Or you see the video on TV
right.
of the illegal aliens, whatever you want to call them, coming into the country by the groves. I mean, they're just marching
Yeah,
in. And then you'll have a Democrat stand off to the side and say, the border's secure. No
yeah,
problems here at all. So
right,
as someone watching that on TV, I mean,
right,
but you're basically lying to me. I
right.
see it. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
actually see it.
It's amazing.
This isn't fake news.
Right,
I mean, I see people actually tearing down a fence to come into the country.
right,
I mean, so don't say it's secure.
right.
Just make it secure.
Yeah.
Make it secure.
The thing
You
that
know,
gets me about that, though, Mr. Zig, is that Joe Biden now he gets in office his first day and says, "I am going to repeal what Donald Trump put in place. I'm getting rid of it. I'm order what do they call that? Executive
executive
order.
orders.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm doing an executive order to get rid of what he has replaced it or placed in Mexico. I'm getting rid of that. Now all of a sudden, I can't do anything unless Congress does something.
Well,
Congress
he's
has.
passing the buck.
Yeah,
Hey, don't blame me. I
right.
can't do any. You're the president.
Yeah,
You're the
I
president
opened the gates up, but
yes.
I can't close them.
You're the president of the most
Right,
powerful country
right,
on this planet.
right,
And don't stand there and say, I can't do something.
right,
At least, hell, if you want to lie about something, get up there and say, I
right,
will do something
right.
about it. Instead of,
Yeah,
just, yeah. And
but
and if you remember the video, he had a stack of executive orders that
executive orders that
he shut down
he,
this and
yeah,
this. And,
yeah,
if you're happy with the way Joe Biden's running this country, then you should vote the man back in.
right.
You should. Some people are
And
probably happy.
oh my goodness,
We
yeah,
could talk about the minuses of Donald Trump. I mean, the way he treats people, the stuff he's been into. I understand all that. I in my heart, I believe Donald Trump believes America should come first.
right,
By God, there should
right,
be no veterans ever sleeping on the street in this country
right,
for people who have defended our freedom. That's nonsense. That's illogical.
right.
Should never happen. I mean,
And what was it a few months ago? Well, I guess it was last summer when the NASCAR up in New Hampshire or wherever they have their race, people couldn't go see that because all the hotels were filled with illegals.
illegals. Yes. And I
I
don't
mean,
know that we yeah
we got homeless
things have to
veterans.
change. We have homeless veterans. Yes.
That
Think of that. We
yeah,
have homeless veterans.
yeah,
That's unconscionable.
yeah.
I mean, I just
It's crazy.
I don't know. Just, things
It's
have to
crazy.
change. And Joe Biden can change them.
Right.
I mean, sure, he needs help from Congress. He has the Democrats run the House.
No,
Is
they
it the
still
Republicans
Republicans
have
by
the House,
one
and then the Senate has?
because all of the rhinos have decided to get out. I guess,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
most of it, like I say, all the Republican Party is rhinos. That's it. I mean, you can look at Jim Jordan and say, nah, he's a Republican. No, you can bet your ass that he's a rhino. I mean, he takes money from Google and all of them. I
sure,
mean,
sure. Well,
he's on their list. That's why they do not like Donald Trump. And make no mistake about it, Democrats or Republicans like Donald Trump. They do not like him. One of the reasons is because Donald Trump is an outsider. He's
sure.
not a career
No,
politician,
he's
and that is what ticked a lot of them off as he come in and started exposing a lot of what's going on. And the buddy, they're just like the professional wrestling. Like I said earlier, they, at the end of the day, all Washington, D.C., all career politicians are going to the bar and laugh it up and have a good time with one another.
Sure they are.
Democrats and Republicans, they're all right there hand in hand at the bar, drinking a cold one and laughing it up of what the wool they pulled over it, the American people's eyes.
Well, Donald Trump, like you said, is not a politician.
Right.
He's a businessman.
Yes.
Either good or bad, whatever you think
Right.
of what kind of businessman he is. But that's how he tried to run the country.
Right.
As a business.
Yes.
And by God, I remember probably a year or two after he was in office, boy, I was paying $1.80 for gas.
Yes.
That's all. Yesterday I paid $4.20.
Yeah.
Okay. That extra money that I had to pay
Right.
for gas, I can't buy something else with it.
Right.
To keep the economy rolling.
Right.
Yeah. And we can go down the whole list of why things cost more.
Right.
I mean, everything costs more. Everybody wants more money at work.
Right.
I understand that, and we're paying people at McDonald's now, $17 an hour, whatever they're
Right.
getting. They used to get $7.50.
Right.
So things are going to go up. I mean,
Right.
nothing's free in this world.
Right.
But
yeah, I mean, it's just a tragedy of what this country has turned into and what it's turning into. And it's going to get worse before it gets better, because one reason is that the rhinos cannot stop the Democrats for whatever they do. They just don't have the heart to stop this onslaught of just leading the herd to slaughter. I mean, the Republicans cannot stop it at all.
well, it's up to the people.
Yes.
It's up to the people get out, like I said earlier. It's up to the people get out and vote.
Yes.
Vote whatever you want to vote. I
Right.
don't care. I wish we had 98% of the people
Right.
going out to vote.
I mean,
But I mean, we've, like I said before, they made it as about as easy as you can.
right.
You can get it mailed to your house and send it
Right.
back in. It's just it's up to the people.
It's up to the
We
people.
can get upset at Congress,
Right.
the president. We can bitch about him day and night, and they do.
Yep.
Fox News bitches about Biden, MSNBC bitches about Trump.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the way it is. And I listen to both stations. I don't just listen to one. And they both have valid reasons, but in the end, it is up to the people of America to
Right.
make the choice,
Right.
whether your choice, whatever your choice is.
Right.
I'm not here to convince you how to vote.
Right.
But at least go out and do it.
Dude, yeah, you got to vote. And I seen on, depending on what poll you look at, either between 48 to 58% of the people in America want term limits. They want term limits. But yet, I'm going out to vote. The ones that do go out and vote, hey, I'm sending the incumbent right back in. I'm voting for him again. I mean, look at the state of Illinois. You stop and think. Dick Durbin has been in Washington, D.C. since Ronald Reagan was president. Ronald Reagan was the president of the United States when Dick Durbin was elected his first term into Washington, D.C. And that's the best that we can do. And we keep sending him back every 6 years now. I mean, 11 million, a little over 11 million people live in this state. And yet, the best that we can do is Dick Durbin. And we send him back year after year after year after year. It blows my mind. California is the same way. Look at Nancy Pelosi. Age ain't really got anything to do with it if you're competent. But, I mean, that's what's going on with Joe. But, Nancy Pelosi she's running for re-election at 84 years old.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
And the sad thing about it is she'll get it.
well, yeah.
She
Tom,
will get re-elected.
This is what the people want, though.
Yes.
I mean, if you're happy with people living in the street,
Yeah.
doing drugs in the street,
Yeah.
selling drugs in the street, if that's the kind
That's
of
your cup of tea.
that's kind of
Hey,
state you
enjoy.
want? You know what?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have that here in our city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
yeah, and look, I mean, look how screwed up California is. I mean, we talk about, but Adam Schiff is another one. Lied. He flat lied. He lied to you, America, about Trump and the Russia collusion.
and he's from California.
And he is a California representative.
Yes.
Now he is running for Senate, and guess what? The people of California is going to elect that man.
Vote him in. Yes.
Vote him in, knowing that he lied. He's a freaking liar. And what do you get for lying when you're in Washington, D.C.? You get compensated for it, buddy. Here, we'll put you right back in. I mean, this is crazy.
Yes.
What we are going through. I seen on Facebook where the guy was out in New York City interviewing people and asking them between Donald Trump and Biden. And you would not believe the people who say that Joe Biden got into office to clean up the mess that Donald Trump left.
And what mess? What mess is that?
I was like, why don't you ask them what mess?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
outside
follow up on it.
I mean,
Yeah.
outside of the the big medical thing that happened during 2020. Don't want to mention it because we'll probably get censored. We do. But, that's the only thing that was up in the air and everybody was uncertain of, in 2020. That's the only mess that you could say that Donald Trump left. But hell, who wouldn't do that? I mean, what I would have asked, financially, what, the economy in the shape that it was. How can you say that you are better today than you were under Donald Trump? And keep a straight face.
Well,
keep a straight
well, you know
face.
me, I can't keep a straight face, but no, I was doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, my 401 was doing well.
Everything's doing well.
I thought the country was rolling.
Yes.
I understand why people don't like Donald Trump.
Right.
He's very arrogant.
Oh, yeah.
He's very, call you this or that.
There is no one
tough man to deal with.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure he is, but as long as he believes in America first,
right,
believes in our military and our police, and all of that, I can support a man like that.
Right. Yeah.
I can't support a man who mumbles half the damn
right.
time, and I don't know what his stance is on
right
most anything except him saying Trump did this, and I
right.
changed
Everything
this,
on
and I'm like,
yeah.
well, wait a minute, I don't know,
it is something that you can talk for hours. I mean, and still be running around in circles with. But I think everybody knows that, Washington, D.C. and the people that are in it, if you're within that beltway, you're taking care of your own. That's the reason why under the top secret documents, the one outsider, you got to go to court. We're sending you to court. But Joe, you wasn't a president. You didn't have the ability to unclassify those documents. We're not going to press charges against you. Mike Pence, you didn't have the ability to unclassify those documents. Nah, we ain't going to press charges against you.
No. They're after Trump.
Yeah.
They're after him.
Yeah.
Between now and November.
Right.
Well,
they want something to stick.
It's going to be a hell of a summer.
Yes.
Kids, I'm telling you.
Yes.
This is all it is. And,
yep.
and they tried to keep him off the ballot.
Yes.
I mean, my God, we can't beat him. So let's get him off.
And what Washington, D.C., Democrats and Republicans, the message that they are sending to Americans, in my view, is that you outsiders, look what we're doing to Donald. If you want to come and run and be president and you have no political experience, look what's in wait for you.
You're in store of.
Yeah, yep. That's exactly what they're doing. If you're not one of the good old boys and you're not one of the career politicians, and you're in for a long battle. How can the man, I mean, look what the man, here's the other thing that people don't talk about. Look what Donald Trump was able to do in the 3 to 4 years that I mean, he was president, but I mean, and the lawsuits and the Congress going after him, the dossier and the Russian collusion and just fighting all of that crap, and all of it, all of it. Now we know all of it was lies.
Was lies. Yes.
Lies. And yet, the Beltway, no one has been held responsible for none of that. 51 top FBI and intelligence agencies lied to the American people. And yet, have they went to court for all of this? None of them. Hillary, with her 33 emails.
Exactly. Well,
in the Beltway. Where?
Well, Tom, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
Yeah.
It's, like you say, it's good old boys club.
Good
I'll
old
watch
boys
your back,
club.
you watch my back.
Right.
You know what? And
yeah.
We'll pull the sheet over America's
Yeah.
eyes. Just watch this.
Yeah.
You know what? And we'll keep rolling along. And don't worry, the next election, you'll be right back in here, and we'll be doing it again.
You're right.
And,
I mean, the Democrats go to the bars with Comer and all the Republicans and say, hey, you guys are doing a great job on your impeachment of Joe Biden. You guys want to do the inquiry. So they're going to I'll get him out of office. He'll be either reelected or you guys will lose your power. Hey, you guys are doing the right thing. Not like the Bible thumping Republican people want you to just do what we did and just go right after him.
Yeah.
Oh no, you guys are going to take the long way around it, so that the good old boy will be out of office. That's I mean, it's nothing but professional wrestling in Washington D.C. is all it is. I mean, it is crazy. Now the Republicans have morals. We seen what you guys did. We seen what you guys did on the left, and we're not too proud of it. And by God, we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
We don't believe in an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. We're going to. So, I mean, to say that there are all of them in Washington D.C. If there's a R next to their name, that just stands for rhino. That's all it is. There's no true Republicans in Washington D.C. anymore. I just don't see it at all.
Tom, I've kind of lost faith in the system here now.
Yes.
The way you're talking,
the
son.
judicial system. I mean, look at what's going on there.
Yeah.
Look what's going on there. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it is now political. We are going after you because all of those lawsuits, the 4 lawsuits, 91 charges against Donald Trump, is all just made up crap. I mean, there's nothing that they could do about it. But here, no, we're going to be serious about it now.
Well, this is going to go on until November.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
And it's hell of a way to run a country.
Right. Donald Trump is not just hated by the left, Democrats, but he is hated by the right as well. In his inaugural speech in 2016, he said this.
We are not merely transferring power from one administration to another or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to you, the people. For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government while the people have borne the cost. Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth. Politicians prospered, but the jobs left and the factories closed. The establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated in our nation's capital, there was little to celebrate for struggling families all across our land. That all changes starting right here and right now, because this moment is your moment. It belongs to you. It belongs to everyone gathered here today and everyone watching all across America. This is your day. This is your celebration. And this, the United States of America, is your country.
See, I mean, that right there is why I think that Republicans do not like Donald Trump
like
just
him
as
either.
much
Yeah.
as Democrats. That's but
yeah, I can see why they don't like him.
right.
I mean, he's coming in to ruin the
He
the
is
party they're having. Now,
right.
I'm not talking Democrat or Republican party.
Yeah.
I mean the party in
The
general.
whole
He's coming in to, we're going
right.
to give the country back to the people.
Right.
And this, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think there would have been a lot different changes if the big lie, the dossier, hadn't started. I mean, there would have been a lot more exposed. I think he would have done a lot better job had he not been fighting Democrats the whole freaking 4 years that he was in there.
well, he's going to fight him 4 more.
Let's hope.
When he gets back in there.
Yeah, let's hope. I mean, if he could get back in there now, and hopefully, you wish you had a crystal ball here to see, okay, what are the Democrats going to try, along with the help of the rhinos?
Oh yeah.
But what's it going to be in store if he does get reelected?
Oh, they've got a plan.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Democrats aren't
Oh,
just
yeah.
sitting around doing
Yeah,
nothing.
no.
They've got an
No,
idea
and
how this is going to work.
And you've seen from 2016 to 2020 that their motto, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Well, I think that says it all.
Yeah.
When
So
these Democrats chasing my ass down the street.
right. So
A lot of other people
Right.
have to, but
right. Well, and the thing too, you got your big platforms that we don't want disinformation out there.
Yeah.
But yet, on the left, you got a lot of disinformation. They don't say anything. Oh, well, that they got the right. They First Amendment right. But for people on the right to say what they've got, oh no, that's hate speech. That
Yeah.
It's nuts the route that they went down. It's crazy that the FBI got in bed with the Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all those people, and and just walked in and said, here's what you need to do, and they did it. I mean, we're finding out now that there was no subpoenas, no warrants, no nothing. They just come in and said, hey, we believe that this guy here, that's disinformation. You need to take that down. They took it down. So his free speech is, he doesn't have the right to do thing, like with Donald Trump. I mean, they just after him left and right about everything, But it's just, I mean, hopefully the platform, I know with Twitter now and Elon Musk owning Twitter that, and now it's X, it's going to be a different ball game now. I mean, I don't think they're going to, FBI is just going to walk in and say, hey, this disinformation, you take it down. I think it's going to be a little backlash now and say, well, you need a warrant and all that.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah, you have to go through the
yeah,
process.
yes.
You just can't come in here and do that. But,
right.
I don't know. We will find out in 6 months.
6 months,
which
yeah.
direction the country is going to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Because the infighting is just maybe continue
It's
forever.
yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
amazing this week, Thomas, that the country came together on Monday, though. I
Right.
gotta say,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we
We were.
when we had the eclipse,
Yeah.
everybody was happy, looking up the sky and
Yeah.
hand in hand. Nobody was talking politics and fighting over
Right.
anything, at least for a few hours. And it's just amazing how something
Everybody was
simple-
in agreement.
Yes, everybody was in agreement, looking up and happy, and
Yeah.
and all together. It's a shame it can't be like that every day.
Right.
But,
The other thing that I think is going on here too is that I think that I mean the scientist hasn't proven it yet, or probably hasn't done a study on this yet, but I think that stupid people have multiplied a lot faster than what they thought. I mean, some of this stuff
Do you
cannot-
have basis on this information, or is this just by walking the streets?
This is proof. There is evidence.
It's out there.
Yes.
Have you been to some of the stores in town with the way people dress?
Yeah.
My God, I don't think.
I mean, when someone tells you that Joe Biden is cleaning up the mess that Donald Trump left, that the economy that we are under now is a lot better than when when Trump
was in there. Yeah.
was in there,
Well,
what can you say about that
I don't
person?
think the numbers, back
No.
that up.
No,
The numbers are there.
no,
Okay, they say there's more jobs. Joe will tell you there's 15 million more jobs.
right?
Well, a lot of them jobs came back
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, but
you know,
they're not also saying that the jobs that Amazon is cutting, Google
Yes.
is cutting,
Google's got,
Walmart, all those. I mean, so there's just as many as he's claiming they're bringing in. There's a lot behind the scenes that the media is
well,
not
you
reporting.
Can, you can make the numbers look any way you
But
want.
yeah,
by
yeah.
God, I know, but
Yeah, I mean it's something. I just
I wish I could say the country's thriving, but
Right.
I'm not sure it is.
right.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, the one other thing about Republicans and Democrats, and the Republicans sit back and say how the Democrats have took over the education of the United States and the things that they are learning in school. That's another reason why I think we're getting stupider. Going to do to stop the Democrats from doing this to our children and teaching this stuff to our children. I don't know, but I'm sure there's something that we can do. And it's like, well,
We'll get committee on that.
yeah,
We'll
we'll have to investigate that. Yeah,
that's
we're going to go through the proper channels. We're not going to do like the Democrats and
Yeah,
shut everything down.
but-
Oh God, no. We're going to go through the proper channels. What Republicans say. They just in there wanting their money and the bribes and can't call it a bribe. They want their lobbyist
Yes.
to come in and
and-
take care of them and
Yeah.
stuff, and that's basically
Which is a bribe.
right.
I mean, let's
That's
face it.
that's all
what
that is.
It's
It's a legalized bribe. Is all it is.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
You'll never hear it called
Yeah.
that, but
No,
believe
no.
me.
No,
But-
no, but yeah, that's
Oh,
something.
well.
So, alrighty. Well, hey, I'm like you. I've had all of this I can stand.
Well,
so it's
I mean,
time to.
I'm optimistic
Yeah.
that things will get better. I'm
Right.
always that way, though. I always think things will get better.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to them getting better in November.
Well,
Hopefully.
that's where you and I are different because I was born in Missouri. You're going to have to show me.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
my
all right.
God, I was born in the land of Lincoln, and Lincoln's a hell of a lot better than anything Missouri can offer. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, all we got to offer is Dick Durbin. That's the best we can do here in Illinois.
You
Is
better,
Dick
you
Durbin.
better quit on that. No, we
Yeah.
had Lincoln. Okay, he's not around no more, but we had
But Lincoln was not born here. Lincoln was actually born in Kentucky.
him. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I
Yeah.
know that. Yes, Hardin.
Yeah,
Hardin,
so-
Kentucky, I believe. If you
Right.
want to get specific, but for
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
So,
All right.
all righty, everybody. Well, we're done with this. So we hope you subscribe and comment to the channel, and we will talk at you later. Goodbye.